Good, good.
Uh, weather doing. I guess it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Exactly.
This time of year, and a lot of things going on in the world, the news, as usual. Where do you want to start?
I saw a video. A friend of mine sent a video to me last night. This was
Late. It was late last night.
yeah, last night. From Rockford, Illinois. Raymond Turner sent it to me, childhood friend, and it was so powerful that we're gonna put it on the website. Put it on your website so people they can download it because you need to. It was the scientist just talking about the fact that how we already know how cancer is rampant in our community, but the reason that it's rampant in our community because the doctors tell you you have cancer, and we just go get chemotherapy, and people die. And he's a scientist, a white scientist, and it was just reaffirmation for me. And how we have to protect yourself. You got to look out for yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to be cautious of what you eat, where you go, what you do as black people, because these people in this country are out to get us. I've been telling my kids that for ever since I've known them, right? And they used to think I was crazy. They, Daddy, what is this guy talking about? Right. But they are. They are. I mean, the feelings that certain people have towards us is what they've had since we've been in this country. The same. They don't like you. They don't, and they're trying to kill you. Look at the water in Flint. We keep forgetting about it, but that stuff is intense, and it's not just Flint.
No, not at all. And it was something that was consciously done. Like it was the effects of it were known, but they knew what was going to happen, and they did it anyway.
Mm-hmm. That was their plan, is to keep these people dumbed down. That's the reason that they infiltrated our community with drugs, to try to slow them down. Let's slow this train down. These people moving too fast.
Yeah. And but like you said, it was a very, very powerful video.
And everybody needs to look at that video. And no question about it. No question.
So like you said, it was just affirming stuff that you already thought.
Right. Especially since I know, and they talked about specifically about Detroit, the doctor in Detroit. And I know that my mother died of cancer in Detroit. And I didn't think she had it anyway. But her doctor told her she had it, so she believed she had it. And so we've got to be so cautious of what you eat, where you go, and who you're with.
Yeah.
But what else is happening in the world?
Where should we begin? You want to begin in D.C.? You want to begin in Korea? Or you want to begin here in Baltimore?
Yeah, we'll start right here.
Yeah, so it is. It's a lot going on, and when it first, let's just go back. Let's go back. Kevin Davis got the police commissioner job because the guy before him was fired. Correct? And was that Bats?
Right.
Okay.
Why? That's not that long ago. That was
no.
That was during the riots.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And he came from Oakland. We're talking about the a police commissioner here in Baltimore City. Yeah, that's right, Bats. And he came. Did he last a year? I don't think he lasted a year.
Maybe.
But, yeah.
And he was taking somebody's position that had gotten the can.
Right.
Before that,
right.
So it's just it's an ongoing thing. It's like a job that you don't really want. It's like being Trump's lawyer. You already know, or the communications person. You already know that this job comes with a lot of drama. You know, the corruption here in Baltimore, by way of the police department, is, I would like to say it is infamous. This can be a corrupt town. No, am I exaggerating?
No, but it's across the country. You know, each community, has the same thing going on. I mean, think about all those cities where the police are killing black people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all over. Everybody has different problems. Speaking of Davis, now we had bats lasted about a year and a half or a year right after the riots, and then Davis came in, who was a high school graduate. You know, that was his. They would never hire a black person who just had a high school diploma, and he lasted a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy lasted. It was 3 weeks or a month.
It wasn't long. So just several days after he was placed on paid suspension, several days. He was just placed on paid suspension a couple of days ago.
Okay.
So today he resigns, and so the mayor suspended him, and then he was charged, for willingly failing to file his tax returns in 3 separate years. Now, when I heard about this, I said, okay, there's something else going on here. He's angered somebody, because that's just not enough to warrant all of this. So I know that they do vetting.
He's black.
I know that they could have this found out easily. Easily, they would have found this out if it was an issue. I'm sure if you go through that police department, there's probably a lot of people that has that situation. They're probably going to rush to try to pay it up now, or maybe they're not. My thing is what was he investigating that said that he wasn't playing by the rules? Because I think that's what happened. This falls under the lap of somebody that he's angered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, because they would have never came up.
Right.
The same reason in New York, when the state's attorney
General. Yes.
You know, he
100%.
been doing that a long time anyway.
100%. Yeah, because all these old girlfriends a
Yeah.
couple years ago.
Right. So Trump administration said, okay, let's let the public know what he did. And I think you're right. Yeah, he and it may be. I'm jumping back to Baltimore. It may be that he was trying to do some serious investigation on the corruption with the police department.
Yeah, with the consent decree. Yes.
Right.
So he was doing investigation on that police murder that happened in the fall, and maybe he's too much of it's probably gonna sound weird saying it, too much of a straight arrow, regardless of the whatever the tax stuff is. But my thing is this: okay, he didn't file the taxes, but he was a W-2 employee, so they were deducting money from his stuff. We're assuming, unless he had it set up so they didn't deduct anything, and it may be owed. I don't know, but there are ways that they can find out how much he's owed based off his W-2s.
Oh yeah, well
without him even filing.
Yeah. Well, they're not even questioning that. They're just talking about he didn't file.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they know exactly, because as you say, they deducted it from his check.
Yeah.
The last 3 years. And so yeah, you're right. You're right.
So he says that he did not file his federal or state taxes for certain specific years, and received an extension for his 2017. And he said that he paid his federal and state taxes and local taxes regularly via withholding, meaning that they deducted it from his check. Took it out my check. But I just think he's just gonna fade out. We're just not gonna hear from him again. Right. He's not going to jail. Nothing's gonna happen.
They just want to get him off.
They just want to get him out of the position.
And I think you're right. I think he was gonna be too much of a straight shooter, and he wasn't going for any bribes, and he wasn't going for the okie doke. No, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because they opened some type of federal investigation. So his attorney said that he did not know that there was a federal investigation underway. and he was not given a chance to explain or submit filings. So I'm sure if we track this down, it's just a messy thing for him, because it just goes back to the corruption in the city, which I guess in every major city in the country. So she's doing a nationwide search. Let's place our bets. Is the next police commissioner going to be black, white, or Hispanic?
One of the three.
So we're ruling out Asian. Okay, so we're ruling out Asian. So do you think? So I guess they did. They. Well, is he Hispanic? He looked like he.
This
was,
guy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Now I think about it.
Yeah, and his last name. So I'm going to say it's going to be a black guy.
Mm-hmm. Probably Mayor Pugh. She probably will. Yeah.
Well, she picked him. Maybe they should let somebody else pick.
Well, actually, she picked a good guy, I think. I mean, somebody was going to.
Well, she didn't properly vet him.
Yeah, well.
She should have said, look.
She should have went to the.
You ready to get a big raise. You need to take care of this bill. Because had he taken care of it coming in, it would have been, you know what I mean? They'd have found him on something else. And maybe what else they had, maybe it's this. Maybe they said, look, we got this. Now, you can go down on this tax thing, or we can take you down on what we really have, the big thing. Now, you can gracefully bow out of this tax stuff, or else we're going to have to bring the hammer out, and it's going to ruin you.
But, I don't think, I think it was just what it is here. I mean, he's a black guy, and I don't think he was going to be a straight shooter. Trump don't even believe in vetting. So, I mean, you like me? Go out there and tell the people how good I am. And then they go out there and say, President weighs 239 pounds. He going to live to be 200. What job you want? So this guy,
so they said this, that all of the people that when that Access Hollywood tape came out, all the people that still supported him, he made sure that they had positions. Because some people just disavowed knowledge of him, but the Kellyanne Conways, those type,
the vice president was shaky too. Now he his Christian self, he backed down, and then he jumped back on, and decided that it really doesn't matter because we're not trying to elect a minister, we just electing the president.
Well, I mean, he has the he has a lot of the characteristics that some of those Catholic clergy people have. The level of corruption that Trump puts forth it's like on another level.
Completely.
We sat here and called him dumb and stupid sometimes, but I don't think he is.
No, he's not. But the main thing that he has that most people don't have, he got big balls. Okay, this guy. I mean, think about when Clinton was having problems. He was sweating, and you see how you saw him, and Jesse Jackson was there praying for him. He was just, what I mean. He was just. I thought he was gonna commit suicide.
Clinton?
I thought he was gonna blow his brains out. This guy here. And this is what people like about him. I mean? Hey, what's the problem? They're the problem, not me. And I mean, it's just unbelievable how a guy can say that I don't apologize for nothing. I do no wrong. I know more than the general. I know more than anybody. I'm the smartest guy in America. You know what I mean? And he believes it.
He does believe it.
Yeah, he believes it.
He believes it. And going back to what you're saying, just piggybacking off of that, when allegations come out for everybody else, they do the honorable thing, quote unquote, and step down.
The Democrats.
Yeah.
Republicans don't. Then that lady said that the John McCain, forget about his vote, he can ready to die anyway. So I mean, they won't even apologize. And then they say, well, if she apologizes, then that means he'll have to apologize. That's ridiculous.
I don't think it means that.
That's what they say. He will never apologize. He might fire.
Oh, they're saying that it's for apologizing.
Yes. Yeah.
He's reflecting poorly on me.
Exactly. He never apologized for the birther thing.
Yeah, and he was wrong.
Yes,
Dead
wrong. Man was born in America. Man born in Hawaii. Only in America. I mean, no, I can't say that. But.
They literally are, they're like modern day robber barons. They're just taking the stuff with China and the phone company there.
Yeah.
He was getting. I thought China was a currency manipulator.
Right.
What happened to all that stuff?
But they said they'll come up with about $500 million on a project that he's interested in.
Oh, sure. You know why? It's one of his golf courses.
$500 million. So I remember Clinton, when they left the White House, they got in trouble for taking a chair, a couch, some furniture out of the White House, and then or taking a gift that somebody gave them, a bracelet or something. I mean, this guy is unbelievable, and America just sits here and looks at it.
And the Democrats, I'm really leaning towards independent, because the Democrats, they just don't have a plan. I was thinking at 18, this thing's gonna flip, but I don't know. It's still up in the air to me, because it was shaky, but the Republicans can steer the ship and just get it through. You know what I mean? Right. It's really shaky because what did the Democrats stand for? What's their platform? None. You can't think of anything they really.
It's true. I mean, what they really want to stand for, what they scared, is that they want to get rid of Trump. They want to impeach him, but they too scared. But they too scared to even say that. But
that's not a platform. So if you want to say, they can't say something like we want to end corruption, because they're corrupt too.
I ain't this corrupt. I can't. I refuse to believe that they're this corrupt.
No, but not as corrupt. But corrupt is corrupt. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's the rain. You hear the rain?
Yep.
Yeah. That's serious.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah. It was 90-something degrees here today. It's gonna be like high 68 tomorrow.
Okay. Big change. Yeah. Big change.
Yeah.
So this is definitely, he's worse than Nixon on the corruption level.
Oh. He's in another league, completely.
There can't be another one behind this.
No, this is one of this is once in a I was gonna say a lifetime, but in a generation.
Yeah.
No, no. This is he's beyond the pale. So I don't know. I agree with you. I don't know if they can sweep it in 2018 and up.
Anything, maybe in 2020, but anything coming close, this is before your time though, but Warren G. Harding, his administration was corrupt. That's before your time. But other than that, I can't think of anybody else, I don't know. I can't come up with anything. Andrew Johnson was impeached, maybe, but I can't see. He was more defiant to the Congress, and Trump is. He says that he's a deal maker. Clearly, he has made some deals, but the deals that he's making, he said he's going to make big deals. He has. They just haven't been for America. They've been for the Trump organization.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's important, that people understand and they can see clearly. This is a man who is out for himself. Now I told you before that I think that the Korean deal came about. North Korea wanted to go sit down and talk with the Trump administration because China and South Korea told the North Koreans that you can deal with this guy here. Trump is not like Obama. He's not like Clinton. He's not like the Bushes. He's not even like Reagan. They were really for the country. This guy is for himself. So you can make all kind of deals. So just make the right proposition. And that's the reason that they even decided to come to the table, because they said he's just as corrupt as we are.
Yeah, all four of those past presidents that you named. While I don't agree with all of their politics for the most part, the Bushes and Reagan definitely, they were patriots.
Right.
Trump is not a patriot.
No, he don't even know anything about the Constitution. He don't know anything about any. He don't know. No, he's not. He's not. And most countries are corrupt. You know, bribes, and that's how everything operates. I mean, even in South Korea, the president of South Korea now, his predecessor was a woman, Miss Parks, President Parks. They just gave her 24 years in prison about 6 months ago for bribery. Mm-hmm. And North Korea's dictator killed his brother last year, his half brother in South Korea, had him killed. So I mean, this is the kind of people we deal with. And Trump, and they said, but you can deal with Trump. He's one of us. And so that's the thing that America doesn't understand, is that the only thing that differentiated America from the rest of the world is that we had ethics, we had morals, we had principles. Even though, then people say, well, we killed, they killed people, they overthrew governments.
Yeah, and that's, I'm glad you brought that up. So we complain about the Russians meddling in the 2016 election. Is it a fair point that the Russian lawyers were asking about all the history of elections that we've meddled in from 47 up until present day? They won't give them that information, but we have meddled in elections.
Yeah.
Anytime we start talking about it's ripe for regime change and things like that.
What I mean, we want to kill the head guy. So So Trump says, I'm ready to make deals, big deals. Let's talk. And so the only frightening thing is that his deals are for, as you say, the Trump organization.
Right.
And everybody else's deals were for what they really thought was for making America, advancing America. And as I said before, this country will never have the reputation that it's had before. Here's a guy who is trying to flip the status quo. England, Germany, France, those are the enemies. Russia, North Korea, those are our friends. I mean,
right.
This is crazy. And then people just sit here looking at it.
When we look at this in on the tail end of this, 20, 25 years from now, history is not going to be kind to him. They're going to talk about, all the stuff that we don't know about now, that stuff's going to come out. A lot of stuff, not all, but a lot of stuff is going to come out through whistleblowing, through leaks, through disgruntled people. However, a lot of stuff is going to come out, and I don't think that they're going to history's not going to look kindly
No.
at him.
No, you can't. Here's a guy who won't apologize for anything. And won't let anybody in the administration apologize for anything. So, no.
One thing I heard him apologize for. He did that before the election, not as president, but before the election. He said about the Access Hollywood tape, stuff on there, whatever. And then later he said, "Well, it might not even been my voice, or so you're on videotape. They got you on videotape."
But then I heard the apology today. Again, they played, and he said that. That's just locker room talk. Right. Locker room. That's how men talk. I mean, just talk. Just locker room. If it offended you, I'm sorry. But I mean,
that's true. I could almost say, I mean, you've been in locker rooms. I've been in locker rooms. I haven't heard anybody say that specifically, because I guess technically I don't think I've been in a locker room with anybody famous. These were just, school kids. But, how guys talk. We do the stuff that he said was not flattering, but some people do think like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think that you could say it was locker room talk, but A, he's not an athlete, and you weren't in a locker room. You know what I mean? This is somebody that is trying to run for president. So if this was LeBron James, talking to one of his teammates, okay, his wife would be upset about that or whatever. But those are athletes. This is not an athlete.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This is the person that you want your children to try to emulate. Who wants their child to emulate Donald J. Trump?
Some of those of them people in the coal miner's daughter in West Virginia.
Okay, that's right.
It's just the locker room thing. I mean, this is what guys say. Some guys are not the guys that you want to marry your daughters. You know what I mean? There are some guys that are like that. But it's just the fact that he uses the locker room excuse is so weird. It's just like him being in the White House and tripping and falling and saying he got turf toe. This ain't no turf here. This not the right injury. It's not turf toe. You know what I mean? You're leaving the Oval Office and going into the next room. But it just doesn't go. It doesn't equate. But such is life. Will he be impeached? I think they're scared, like you said.
Yeah, as I said before, if he doesn't get out if they don't get him out by 2018, by the end of this year, he's gonna be in. He's in like Flynn.
Here's the issue. So, 2020, who do we have? Who's out there that could even give him a run for his money?
Well, we don't know who.
I don't think it's anybody out there. It needs to be because he has a celebrity factor. A lot of people voted for the celebrity factor. If he was just a successful businessman turned politician, but he didn't have the notoriety, he wouldn't have won. Mm-hmm. 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 This is truly a popularity contest.
Right, that's what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like the CEO of I don't know, Ford Motor couldn't just come and just run. Because they don't know who he is, because most CEOs are behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
But whoever it is, they have
Bernie Sanders?
Whoever it is has to be.
Can Bernie Sanders beat him?
No. I
don't think so either.
No. It's gonna be somebody that we don't even know who they are yet.
How can that be?
Obama came on the scene.
But Obama was running. Yeah, but he was running in a regular election against regular politicians. So he shined. I mean, it can't be somebody we don't know. To beat Trump, it has to be somebody that's just as famous.
I don't think so. Just like I give the scenario that the greatest singer in the world is home singing in front of her mother and father. Nobody knows about it.
Right.
And then when you hear, you say, oh, my God. It's fantastic.
But she won't sell one record.
Yeah, but, well, after she gets the promotion, that's when people hear her. They're going to say, wow. But now it's the same scenario. When they start, it's going to probably be about 15, 16 people running. And they're going to start to shine when we start to see them on that platform.
But how do they combat the celebrity factor of Trump?
It's what you just said. It's a popularity contest. If they like you, if a lady or a man comes on and they're smooth and they're fearless, they can do it. They have to, let me tell you, the person that's going to run is home right now rehearsing on different things. He's looking at tapes from Trump, learning what I'm going to say, what I'm going to bring up. They working it right now. And then when they come on the scene, you're going to say, well, they came out of nowhere. I've been practicing on this for the last 4 years. No, they're going to come. Oh, they're definitely going to come. And they're going to be some great speakers. They're gonna come. I think it's gonna be a woman.
Well, I'll tell you what, that gave me a lot of hope, because I was just getting ready to just say 2024, where you at?
He'd try to run then if he could.
If you could.
Yeah. There's a guy, I told you, the guy in Indonesia, he's running and he's 92. Still the president.
Oh my.
92. Your grandmother is 92.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I can't picture.
She's the president.
I can't picture her. We were going to dinner, lunch at Kobe's. Right. You hadn't come downstairs yet. So grandma, my niece Asada, who is 10, 11, and my mother, we all downstairs, and so and Shauna. My mother says, "Who's driving?" And she's like, "Who's driving? And one of you riding with Dad?" I said, "I ride with Dad." And so she said, "So who's driving?" And so everybody knows who's driving. I said, "I don't care who's driving. I just know it's not you, Grandma, and it's not you, Asada." And they just started laughing. So I'm just picturing her at 92 driving. I would feel safer with Asada driving. How is he running for president?
Yes. Listen. Your grandmother looked out the window the other day, and it was a white car. She said, Dwight, is that my car right there? I said, "Well, that white one." She said, "Yeah." I said, "No, that is not your car." Because she wants to drive. So
yeah,
she wants to drive.
She used to drive very well. And I told her, I said, "You probably don't remember this, but you used to only let me drive like 3 blocks. Like we get to the destination, we get 3 blocks from her house. She would get out and say, 'Okay, you can drive now.'" And so she said she remembered that, but I don't know if she really did. But she said she did. But she could drive good. She used to could drive good. But that was also in the 80s. So
30 years ago.
I don't want her to drive now.
Yeah, 30 years ago. Yeah. But yeah.
I got last question for you. I don't know the answer to this. What is the fascination with Israel with this country? Why are they so like Israel? What is that all about? What is it about?
Goes back, World War II, Hitler,
with the
exterminating
the Jews.
Yes, and so United States and their friends that Trump is trying to get rid of, Britain and France, took that land from the Arabs and gave it to the Jews because they didn't have they didn't have no land. They were trying to go to Liberia too.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they didn't do that. But my thing is this: why didn't they give? I never understood that. Why didn't they just give them a piece of Germany? Why did they take these Muslim people?
Well, they wanted to go back to their holy land.
That's not where you was at. Yeah. That's not where you was at. It's just like, we always want to go back to Africa, and so we taking Egypt. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing y'all can do. They never lived there before. So what is the land of your forefathers? It's the land of everybody's forefathers. Okay, a whole bunch of people's forefathers used to live there.
But and it's their lobbyists. They got
it doesn't make sense to me.
And they just
most of those Jewish people were from Germany. They should have gave them a piece of Germany. Germany was defeated. Germany had caused all the trouble. So you from Germany, you stay in Germany.
They said no.
Because my thing is,
I don't want to go back there.
You're just going to come in and take over some Muslim people's land.
And they're still fighting.
It's 70 years later, and they're going to be fighting 70 more years.
Right.
People raised up to fight.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like I'm born. When I was born, you raising me up. Look, these people over here, and it's just embedded, and it is never going to stop.
Right. Never.
I don't know. It's crazy. So that's when if something jumps off, it's going to spark from there.
And then the same thing with the Iranian situation.
Yeah.
I mean, Saudi Arabia said if they're going to get nuclear weapons, we're going to get nuclear weapons.
I mean, I feel them on that. That makes sense, doesn't it? Because nobody nuclear weapons going to be thinking about shooting over here. They're going to be trying to take over and bully the people where they live at. You know what I mean? And so all of those Arab nations around there, immediate, circle, that's the ones that are going to be worried. Because something comes over here, we're going to maybe shoot it down. Coming from all the way over there. Unless you got some nuclear weapons in Mexico or Canada, those are the ones we really would be worried about. Something coming from all the way over there.
That's why they had the bed pigs when they
we
thought
shoot it down in 30 minutes.
They thought they were gonna have some in Cuba.
Yeah. That would have been a problem. 90 minutes from Florida, that would have been a problem. Something in Iran is not an issue for us. North Korea, I don't think it's an issue for us, really. I mean, you might feel uncomfortable if it can reach, but they would have shot it down 30 times.
No, and you're right. I mean, that's South Korea. And,
right. They the ones
in
with
Japan.
The issue.
In
yes.
Japan,
Yes.
Because they can't, by the treaties that they seemingly abiding by, they can't build nuclear weapons, and they can't have a standing army. That's why the United States has those 35,000 troops over there, and they're supposed to be the ones that defend it. But it has to come to an end. It can't be perpetual. It can't stay there forever.
But here's the thing that confuses me. The hypocrisy. We always talking about nuclear weapons. The only people that dropped nuclear weapons was us. We the only ones that ever dropped nuclear weapons.
But here's the crazy thing about it anyway. Okay, if North Korea gets nuclear weapons, if they drop those bombs, they're going to be killing themselves anyway. The radiation, the radiation is going to spread from South Korea, North Korea, South Korea. They're going to kill themselves anyway.
I think what it is that
it's a deterrent.
It's like you said. They know you say nuclear weapons is rouse us up for some reason. It riles us up. So all they have to do is achieve that, and then they'll do business with us, or then we can. But they can't use it,
right?
Because
Pakistan and India has nuclear weapons.
It's just a bargaining chip,
right?
A big one, but it's just a bargaining chip nonetheless.
Right.
We need to get this together. These people, I don't know. All right, so we'll be back next week. It's going to be more stuff going on. Clear. That's clear. All right. So definitely today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Flywire's 2018 White Tie Affair. This VIP red carpet gala will take place in one of Baltimore's most beloved landmarks, Druid Hill Park, Sunday, June the 10th, 5 to 10 p.m. at the Parks Mansion House Lawn. For more information, visit RadioOnFire.com or Facebook.com/the-Flywire for more details.
That's 7 days before my birthday. I mean, our birthday. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't even know why I have this here because I have it memorized. My memory is like, boom. I still know equipment. Poem from 6th grade. Yeah, he recited it for me. I just know it. It's just boom. Just
anytime. Like if the world should end tomorrow.
Exactly. I know that. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
All right.